Hello and welcome to your class of economics. Now, in last class we have studied about the domestic and national concept, and now today we are going to study about the new topic, that is gross and net concept. So we study what is gross and what is net concept. See, now you need to understand what is gross value. Okay, what is gross and what is net. So we can, for example, we can say gross is in purchasing value or purchase value, we can say. Net value, we can say real time value. Real time value, or we can say actual value. Okay, so what is the actual value now? Now see how you can differentiate these things. Now suppose you purchase a mobile of 10,000. Okay, and later on you sell it, but the price bought on which you have brought, price on which you have bought that mobile will not be sale again on the same price. It will be something must be charged or something must be reduced on that price. Then only that price, that mobile will be you will be able to sell it. Okay, suppose it's sell in the market for 8,000. Okay, some people came to you and you sell it in the 8,000 rupees. Now here is the loss of 2,000. What is that? What will be? Why it happened? So we can say that gross value is always a purchasing value. Whenever you will, whenever they will see your mobile in your hand, they will ask you what is the cost of your mobile. Then you will not say it is 8,000. Okay, you will say always you will say about the purchasing value. That is, you will say that 10,000. Okay, but somebody again going to purchase that mobile. That is the suppose other person is coming to you and he is asking about the mobile, so please give me the mobile, and you are asking in return that you give me 8,000. Or if you ask for 10,000, he won't be purchasing that mobile. He will be saying, if I am giving you 10,000, why should I purchase from you? I will be taking from the brand new mobile from the shop only. Then they ask some concession on it. That concession is your depreciation. Okay, because you have used that mobile. Okay, some parts have been used from that, so that is why they cost for the depreciation there. Okay, now so you ask minus depreciation there, that 2,000 rupees is depreciation, and that becomes your 8,000. Okay, and that becomes your net value of that mobile. So again you see now gross value minus depreciation is net value. Okay, so you can say gross and net. So gross is always inclusive of depreciation. Okay, and net is exclusive. Now see this thing. So always gross is with the value of depreciation. Whatever all the value, that means depreciation value has not been deducted from the gross value, and always net value is exclusive of depreciation, means the depreciation value has been deducted from the net value. Okay, so when the amount of depreciation is deducted from gross value, it becomes net value. Okay, so again you can see this. Gross minus is equal to net value, or net value plus depreciation is gross. So this is your second formula. Okay, earlier we have studied about the domestic and national. We have studied the formula in last class. So now this is your formula for this class. Okay, so net value plus depreciation is gross value, or you can say if you want to find what is net value, then gross value minus depreciation. So in case you can also write like this. So if you want to go to gross to net, okay, see, when you are moving from gross to net, it will always, there will be minus depreciation. So when you are coming from depreciation to gross, from net to gross, then always you have to add depreciation. So this is not very difficult, okay? It is very easy. You can learn this in 1 minute only. So when you are moving to net value, you should depreciate the amount, means there should be minus depreciation. When you are coming from means you are converting net value to gross value, you need to add depreciation amount. Okay. Now see, we talk about the factor cost and market price. Now what is factor cost and what is market price? See, domestic product at factor cost and domestic product at market price. So these both don't have any difference till we talk about the two sectors only. One is producer sector, then household, if in economy we considered only these two sectors, one is producer sector and household sector, then there is no difference between domestic product at factor cost, and we don't have any difference between, means these two don't have any difference. Okay, domestic product at market price. So when we only stick to these two sectors only, but as soon as in this third sector includes, okay, that is government sector. This is third sector, okay. As soon as this sector includes here, with this inclusion of taxes are there, okay, taxes and subsidies. Now it starts, okay. Now come to in action. When this sector is there, means when we include government sector, then this sector come in force, okay. That is taxes and subsidies. So this play the important role in the economy now. Now here the prices changes, now here everything, now there is much difference between factors, domestic product at factor cost and domestic product at market price. Now we'll find how to convert factor cost into market price and how to convert market price to factor cost. We understand now that factor cost and market price in a very easy term, okay. It is very easy, okay. Just you need to focus here. See, suppose you produce a pen and that costs you 5 rupees and you sell that pen in the market for 7 rupees. Now you see here that pen was produced for 5 rupees, mean factor cost of that pen was 5 rupees and that pen was sold in the market for 7 rupees. So here hike of 2 rupees is there. Okay, Now we think as 2 rupees profit like profit. So this is our profit. Now you need to understand here that we are studying economics. Okay, so this is not your profit. Okay, this is not your profit, and this is what? This is taxes paid by the producer to the government. So whenever producer paying tax to the government, the price high. Okay, the price increases by the time of selling. Okay, now see, this is not exactly the taxes, but it can be said as it is net indirect taxes. Okay, what is net indirect tax? In other words, you can say NIT. Okay, now we find what is NIT here. So NIT, that is net indirect taxes. Okay, now see, to find out net indirect tax, suppose indirect taxes are there minus subsidies. Now what is this thing and what is this thing? Suppose when a producer are producing something, they have to give some amount to government as a form of tax. Okay, that is known as indirect tax. But they are doing some social service because they have planted their manufacturing plant, so they are providing, or you can say they are generating employment. So government try to help them, or in a promotion they provide them subsidy. Okay, and these subsidies can be deducted from the indirect taxes, and that you will get net indirect tax. Means NIT is equal to indirect tax minus subsidies. Okay, very simple. And that 2 rupees was your NIT. So we see how factor cost convert to market price now. So factor cost plus NIT, that is indirect taxes minus subs, okay, is equal to market price. Simple na? Again, you see, now market, again if you want to convert market price, then what you will see? How to find NIT? See, market price, or we can say it factor cost and FC, and market price as MP. So MP is equal to FC plus NIT. Okay, now FC, suppose you have to find factor cost, then market price minus NIT, then you will get FC. And if you have to find NIT, then NIT is equal to market price minus factor cost, then you will get your NIT. Okay, so this is all for today, for today's topic. Okay, for today's class. So we will meet up with the next topic new topic in the next class. Okay, till then, thank you.